Just do some more. Let's pick some. Let's stamp some more.
Okay.
Okay.
Hot.
Pretty. For mommy. Let's try it. Cheers.
Yummy.
Mmm.
Good.
It's a cutie.
Number
Yeah, there's no more cutie. Mama ate it. Oh.
owl. Owl.
Yeah, it's an owl.
Sister, Mama.
Hmm?
Mama, sister.
Oh, one for Mama and one for Coco.
Cheers.
Cheers.